Deployment operation in progress. All ARCSOPs, report to the quest counter to join the mission.
Okay, so yet another stream. Anyway, today we are going to begin episode 3. Not Star Wars episode 3, no, that's something else. PSO2 episode 3. Unfortunately, technically, the game says I have not yet completed episode 2, and the reason for this is, well, we're still in the epilogue. So let's jump right into it. Oh wait, before I do that, as you might know, the Megatsu EQ has started, and with that brings some interesting items. First of all, the leveling set Hai. I think it's Hai? I can't pronounce that, don't ask me to. The other one we've got is a set of Brisa. Brisa became very cheap. In fact, last night it was less than 1 million. I don't know how, but hey. Not going to complain. Now I can afford the Brisa set, and that should be me set for a long time yet. At least until Ray units anyway. And given the status of the ease of equipping, not equipping, finding Ray units, you know, Ultimate Quest or badges. Let me just close this PGM, there you go. Yeah, Ray units is going to be a little while off yet. Maybe Profound Darkness, maybe. Or unless I can get into Ultimate Quest. We'll see.
Which quest would you like?
So yeah, let's begin story quests. Enough for the Sonic BGM that I don't particularly like. I know a lot of people have nostalgia for it. Is that loud enough?
Listen, I know what you must be thinking.
There we go.
You want to go back to 10 years ago and see what happened, right? I had the same idea, but it looks like that might be out of the question. You're being completely blocked from intervening in the time frame after the second disappeared. Shion's doing, I'm sure.
The second? What does that mean? Oh, he's talking about Matoi.
Shion made us forget, but won't let us go back and change anything. Pretty unreasonable. But she did always tend towards the extreme.
It's interesting that she let us see that at all.
That being said, it seems there are those who retain some of their memories. We should talk to them to try and figure things out.
Oh yeah. Wait, that wasn't really an apology though. That was more of a excuse. Interesting that Xena should know anything. I don't think she's ever mentioned it.
I'm glad to see you're doing well. Do you need something from me?
Info.
You want to know what happened 10 years ago? When my sister passed away?
I don't think this was translated on the Japanese patch, I'm not sure.
I apologize. I'd like to tell you, but my memories are hazy. I cannot clearly recall.
As far as I can remember, they got to like episode 3 and went, you know what, most of the stuff isn't really relevant, so let's not translate it. Bits and
remember
pieces.
a dark Falls appearing in the city. And my sister and Get 'em Hope going to...
Funny, I don't recall anyone that looks like her.
Excuse me. It appears I'll need some time yet before I can calmly reflect on those events. You want to know what form the Dark Falls took? An odd question, that. It's all quite fuzzy, but if I recall correctly,
Yes?
it was almost childlike.
Oh no.
Yes. At the very least, I'm certain it wasn't an adult.
Well, that could mean two things. It can mean Dark Falz Gemini, or... Do Dark Falz age? I don't really know. I'm talking about, like, physically, not mentally. Xeno will know a little bit. Maybe?
Wait, why do you want to know about what I was up to a decade ago all of a sudden? Let me think. 10 years ago, well, I think that was when I first met my mentor. Man, what a legend. All right. Spare me the death glare. It's like my mentor is here staring at me.
Really? You don't say.
10 years ago, though. Oh, hey, perfect timing. Echo! Echo, come here!
What do you want? I've got paperwork to take care of, so make it snappy.
Have you tried putting some clothes on?
Do you remember anything from 10 years ago?
Like how you always used to skip training and get in trouble? Sure.
Why do you always have to remember my worst moments? Ugh, never mind. Thanks. You're dismissed.
Just make sure you don't skip our next meeting, okay? And hey, make sure you use him as an example of what not to do, okay?
So, yeah, that's what our memories from 10 years ago are like. I don't remember all that much myself. It's sort of hazy, you know?
Yep, no use.
But there's one thing I haven't forgotten. Something Holt isn't likely to ever forget either. We ended up facing off against a Dark Falls back then, right when we were trying to help people evacuate. I was on guns back then, though, which probably put me at the safest distance of anyone.
Really?
And from there, all I could really do was watch as my friends fell right before my eyes. When all was said and done, the only survivors were me, Holt, and Melfincina, who was only a kid back then.
Wow.
Oh, wait, if you already know her name, I guess I should just call her Melrandia, huh?
Wait. You knew? We could have just been spared the hassle.
Melrandia got caught up in the battle, and her older sister Melfincina sacrificed her life to make sure Melrandia and Holt escaped.
Rest in peace, then.
After that, I gave up guns entirely. And Holt, he sort of lost it after that. And Melrandia wanted to become her lost sister Melfincina. And that's that. Talk about a downer, right?
I thought we were done with this arc.
Huh?
Apparently not.
You want to know more about the Dark Falls we faced off against back then? Of course I haven't forgotten. I never will. It was a monster like nothing I'd ever seen. It looked like some little kid and toyed with us like we were mere playthings. Seriously, just messed up.
I don't know, that evidence points towards Gemini.
Why are you acting so surprised? We've seen Dark Falls take the forms of kids before, haven't we?
It still doesn't exactly explain what sort of Dark Falz it is. Right, before I do that, let's go get a drink. Because otherwise this is going to hurt.
What is it? Welcome.
We'll go with the good old strategy of kill them before they kill me. Since that seems to be working out for me.
Which quest would you like?
Anyway, as far as I know, I have already completed the campaign. So I don't have to rush anymore. That means if I wanted to, I can make a stream just for grinding some levels in advanced quests. I may consider that soon. It would be nice to be caught up completely. Oh, this bit. Okay, yeah, I remember this bit.
Mate. Why am I here? It's not like someone told me come out this way or anything.
Really? I think he's lying.
I just had a feeling she'd come here.
Looking for his
If you're
sister,
here
right?
too, well, something tells me my hunch was right on the money. I wonder if she'll show up. You know, apprentice. I should be able to see her if we can hold out here.
For those who don't know, this is where mining base takes place.
And what do you plan to do then? When you meet the apprentice?
Wait, I know you. You always used to hang out with that scary senior operative.
So, based on what I'm seeing here, is that they are talking about Apprentice being the Dark Falz they faced off before. And since Apprentice was in the form of a child, we can only assume that the child was Afine's sister at the time.
You can call me Sina. And don't dodge my question. What exactly are you planning to do when you see the apprentice?
Honestly, I don't know. But I've got this feeling like I've got to see her. I've got to see her, look into those eyes, and tell her what's on my mind. Staying silent is out of the question.
Really now? Let me accompany you then. I want to bear witness to this.
Well, Sina has her get him halt interest, so
Sure.
she wants to see what happens. Makes sense? So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of mining based
He is
defense.
like a reflection of who I once was. I simply cannot observe from afar.
She still hasn't gotten over herself. Oh boy. So yeah, this BGM. I'll take care of these. Get some. Wasn't that bad. Oh. Just gonna turn it up a little bit.
My power, where has it gone?
Well, we found her. No,
Maybe
she found
that
us.
way? Why won't this body show me the way? This is where my powers were stripped away. I'm sure of it. Why? Why can't I sense them?
So there you are, Dark Falz. Or should I say, you see.
Arx. You will call me by that wicked name no longer.
It's not gonna happen. I'm not going to stop. I'll say it however many times it takes to get through to my sister. Wait!
Yeah, she's not one for conversation, I see. Look out!
Get out of my way!
At ease. Your words reached her. I was only chasing a phantom. But persistence will see you through.
It's pretty obvious that she's not in full control yet. Oh no, really? I'm British, but I'm not going to read that. Nope.
Yeah. You're right, mate. Heck, if I'm gonna throw in the towel now. Alrighty then. Let's kick some butt and find Yusi again.
She won't be far. I mean, we know what happened. And the boss, once again.
Emergency code due.
Oh boy. Unfortunately, I have no decent ranged weapon, so I'll just have to let it do its thing. Just keep running. The sooner you get rid of its claws, the safer you'll be.
Completed.
And yeah, there are more cannons here, but staying still for too long is just too dangerous, honestly. Jump panel, let's go.
What's wrong? What's wrong with this body? Why can't I feel my power? It should be around here.
You don't even know where it is.
Euclita. Sis.
Shut it! Don't you dare call me that! I am the Dark Falls apprentice who stole this body 10 years ago.
No. If that were the case, I would have given up on you already.
What?
Sis, you were never taken over or consumed. Everything might be shrouded in darkness, but you were simply kidnapped. That's right. Come on, Yusi. You've got to remember what happened.
Okay, now I believe she is one of the few that can remember.
Yusi! My power, this body, they're not enough. What you'll do as my next host, little one.
Ah, now it makes sense.
Yummy, yummy. What a treat you were, apprentice.
apprentice wasn't able to fully transfer. So in other words, the power she's looking for. Oh boy.
Leftovers. How about some dessert?
Nah, I'm stuffed. But hey, I've got a better idea. Let's take her to go.
Sure, let's take it to go. You know, though, a full belly really makes me want to cut loose.
What they mean is to go is slang for taking your food with you.
Yeah, I really want to cut loose. Let's have a little fun, okay?
So although it seems grammatically weird, it's actually correct, sort of.
Yay! Let's play. Gonna have to kill a lot of people to work off this meal.
And she's gone. Poor Arvin.
Stop it! Shut up! Shut up! Stop with these mind games!
Wait! You see, don't go! There's still more I need to say.
Well, that's a lot of mental damage. In any case. Watch out for their kick and watch out for their grab. That should do it. Yep. Quest done. Or not done? I'm sure with three of us, we'll be able to find her.
Awful voice in my head. I can't even think straight because of it. It's you. I can't be myself because of you. This is all your fault.
We really tracked her down that quickly?
Why don't you just get rid of me?
What?
Shouldn't be a big deal for a Dark Falz like you, right? But if you're still Yusi, then there's no way I could. Not if you're my reckless, nosy, hot-tempered, wonderfully kind sister.
Enough of your nonsense! I am Dark Falz. I am Apprentice the Vernal. Obliterating a few feeble ARC members like you is child's play. I can, and I will. I should be able to. So why won't these hands of mine muster up the strength to do it? Why would they? You're just a fake.
Why would a fake be able to do anything? You can't search. You can't destroy. You can't do anything. You can barely control Falz spawn.
And they're right.
How boring. But that's what happens when we only use the leftovers.
Such a letdown. But that's what you get when we work with a failure.
What a killjoy. I hope at least when you fall.
You'll make a wonderful spectacle for us. Our fake little apprentice.
Oh great, here we go again. No.
You're Dark Falz Elder.
So then, what's going on here? Wait, did I just... Ah, okay.
I came straight here on Xiao's request, but, mind filling me in here, guys? Dark Falls squabbling amongst themselves. Never thought I'd see the day.
What are you trying to pull, Elder?
Are you allying yourself with Arcs? Is this betrayal?
Answer me this, Gemini. Why do you employ the likes of Apprentice and Luther? There is no point in asking, is there? We were never meant to work as one, were we? Arcs, Dark Falls, these names do not matter. I yearn only for battle and follow only my instincts. No more, no less. And do you know what these instincts, my instincts, tell me? That you should die by my hand.
I told you Elder was reasonable.
Really? I'm sick of hearing you guys sully the Dark Falls name.
So sick of it. True Dark Falls aren't tainted monstrosities like you.
Have you forgotten our mission? We must rekindle the profound darkness.
Ah, name drop.
Did you forget our mission? We must become the profound darkness.
If you can't even remember that, you're not Dark Falls at all.
If you can't even remember that, you're all just fakes.
We should have just devoured you pale imitations from the very beginning.
But today, you all die.
But today, you're erased.
Well, well, well. Here come the copies, one after another.
Stay out of my way, Arcs. These thoughts are mine to deal with.
Ha! You wish, Elder. This here's the Ark's job description in a nutshell. Arfin, take your sister and get out of here. Melfonsina, you...
I'll fight! This time, I'll pull my own weight.
Don't make me repeat myself. Stay out of my way.
Right.
This should be interesting.
Attempting to run.
Is that it? Wow. They dropped rather quickly, didn't they?
Summoning all these copies is making my tummy rumble.
I think it's time we gobble somebody up.
Don't just stand there.
Here I was thinking we'd eat up the Archsport, but Elder wants us to take her place.
Today's our lucky day, then. Go on and swallow him whole.
Someone's not so bright. Are you trying to destroy the fabric of space and time?
No, he's just doing the right thing.
Trying to blast us somewhere? You're dumber than that dumb face of yours. And with a death wish, too.
Master, get him, Hold!
Yes. Master Gadamhold.
Oh, time to turn my room into an oven again. That yappy rat is walking again. I don't know why, they always kick the dog out whenever they're eating.
He called you by your name at the end there, didn't he? He might not be the only one who's managed to hold on to part of himself.
Maybe he doesn't want that part of himself.
Say no more, Zeno. Say no more. He's right. I am Melrandia. And I just need to be me.
Finally.
I see.
The truth.
You see, wait!
Take your hands off me! That is not who I am. But then, if I'm not a Dark Falz either, what in the world am I?
You see! There she goes again. Don't worry though. I'm done giving up. I'll get through to her someday.
I thought you were already done. Apparently not.
Until then, I'll chase her down wherever she goes. She might not remember, but I've got a real knack for tracking things down.
Yep.
I used to find stuff for her all the time, after all. This won't be any different. I'll find her. Period.
Great. Now what?
So in the end, the apprentice you ran into down on Lilypaw wasn't the real apprentice after all. That was Offin's sister, Euclita. She inherited the remnants of the real apprentice, who nearly died 10 years ago. The real apprentice, it would seem, was devoured by Gemini. But tell me, Offin, what do you hope to gain by seeking out Euclita? She might not be the real thing, but she still inherited its powers. That makes her an enemy.
Arx doesn't get to decide that. Only me and Yusi do.
Right. Okay then, I'll let you handle it. Arx will be there to support you no matter how this turns out. So please, make sure you ask us for help when the time comes.
Got it. I'll see you around then, mate.
In other words, Afrin's got a situation exactly like we have.
Negotiating with Dark Falz, huh? I wonder how all of this will turn out.
I want to believe they can make this work. And if anyone can, it certainly is those two.
Perhaps you're right.
Hey, S rank. Good, good, good. Ooh. Nice. Elder's weapon camo. It's actually a, the 14-star sword. You can get, I think it's 14. It's called Elder Pain Omega or something. Anyway, as of now, we're more or less in episode 3 content.
It's been a while. Sorry for causing you so much trouble. It's me, Melrandia. Thanks to you, I feel fine. Much to my astonishment as well. I haven't been shocked.
Really?
Of course, it would be a lie to say I'm A-okay, but I am finally moving forward.
Well, that's great to hear.
I'm done borrowing my big sister's name. My Malfoncina days are over. I will live under my own name, as Melrandia. I'll keep my sights on the future, and go on living.
Great.
That's what that Dark Falz, I mean, Master Gedemholt told me to do. Thank you so much. For then, and for now. My powers are insignificant, but even so, please let me know if I can be of any help.
She is still a techer, by the way. So yes, she will be of much help. And get a partner card. Hey. Moving on. No reason not to stop.
It was harder getting back here than expected.
And yes, it's more or less confirmed that they did defeat Elder.
Too hard, really. Elder did a number on us. But they're gone now, so no matter.
Yeah, no point wasting time thinking about someone who's not even around anymore.
I'm not sure why they did that, because these are recast units they're giving. Let me go have a look. I'm sure these are like 6-star units or something. Not even 6, 3-star units? I mean, like 3-star units. Well, this is what I think of these 3-star units.
What do you require? Thank you very much.
There. That's what I think of them. Literally have no purpose for them now.
Which quest are you up for?
Alright.
Hey, mate. It's alright. Let me handle this.
Okay. It's all you.
Yusi.
Don't call me that.
It's not possible. You're my Yusi. My big sister.
I am the Dark Falls. The Dark Falls apprentice. I am Arx.
Hey, Yusi. It's okay now. You don't need to play tough.
That was a weird line. Did I hear her right? She said she was Arx. What does that mean?
You knew, didn't you? You didn't need Gemini to tell you that something wasn't right. That the other Dark Falls commanded the Fallspawn. And during the battle, they took on a combat form and attacked us directly. But you didn't do that. You just commanded the Fallspawn and didn't join the others in combat. That's way different. Maybe you couldn't join them. You didn't have enough power to.
Talking like you knew. What do you know?
I don't. That's why I'm asking you. If what I'm saying is wrong, tell me. I'll think more about it.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
You heard it, didn't you, mate? She hasn't denied anything I've said.
Well, that's great.
And running, when she doesn't have a leg to stand on, is what my sister would do.
Keep chasing them.
Yusi.
Yep, he has a gun slash. I didn't know that originally.
This is just some sibling rivalry.
Are you calling yourself the sibling of a Dark Falls? Don't make me laugh.
It really is funny, isn't it? But it's the truth.
Ha ha ha.
Silence!
Actually, it's not funny.
I have no siblings.
Oh yeah?
You don't have to be my sister. It's fine if you can't remember.
Huh?
I just want you back, Yusi.
You. What about you? I'm a Dark Falls. You're going to strike me down, yes?
Why not? I'm to stay back. Don't do anything.
Why do you two always respond this way?
Just obey orders.
You can't even grant me the right to die as a Dark Falls.
Yusi!
Will he get through to her? Hopefully. It would be sad if he didn't. Go on.
Yusi?
I don't remember you. Or anything about you. Not one thing. I don't even remember the name Euclida. And why would I? After all, I'm a Dark Falls.
Are you though?
I'm the most terrible foe. The most horrifying threat to Arcs like you.
Oh yeah?
If you don't want him to die right now, you'll have to pull the trigger. Go on.
Mate!
Big brain moment. They'll be fine. Trust me.
If I am truly at Dark Falls, I will soon cease to be.
Well, you know.
It's over. This is supposed to be the end.
Wrong.
And yet...
They'll be fine.
I'm still alive?
If having fell in one hit, I'd be awfully worried.
I see. That's how it is. I should have known. It's just like Gemini said. I'm a fake. Just leftovers. I'm not a real Dark Falls.
Finally.
Ow, cripes! I know I told you to shoot, but would it have killed you to ease up a little, mate? Yusi, you doing okay?
Shut up! That's not my name. Don't call me that. I don't remember anything. I don't know my own name, or your name, or anything at all anymore. There's nothing left for me. I'm neither Dark Falls, nor Arcs. What should I do?
Hey, wait up! Yusi, don't... Yusi, come back!
She's not Dark Falls, yet she has some of their abilities. She's not Arcs, yet she has some of their abilities. So, which is it?
Within Wolpal's tranquil waters, we suddenly stumble upon mysterious ruins. There's really no mystery to any of it. It's been publicly acknowledged that this was a research facility that Luther was using. A strange monstrosity blocks Patia from finishing their analyses.
Tea Party.
No mystery there either. We know it's an escaped Oceanid from this facility. A world of trouble awaits. Only time will tell if our luck will last. To be continued. There's nothing to continue. Oh, hi there. Tia here. I'm telling you, after investigating the coast and the seabed, I was sure we'd seen it all. But here we are.
Yeah, same here.
Not even we could have foreseen this. The wreckage on the coast, the facilities on the seabed, and now these ruins. All of it was apparently the work of photoners long, long ago. Luther started using the abandoned facilities later on, apparently. Makes you wonder, though, why did the photoners build all of this in the first place?
Good question.
No one can say for sure. It doesn't even seem like Luther himself used them for their original purpose. The layout is so exciting, and it's on such a tranquil, watery... Oh! Wait!
Huh?
I know! The photoners must have built all this as a place to play!
She's not entirely wrong, I guess.
Wait, what? To play? I mean, come on! The great weather, all this water, it just screams beach party!
Beach episode? No, not yet.
I doubt that's what this is, but still, the records show that the photoners did do pretty much whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted.
If it's anything like the Japanese version, we'll probably get the beach event soon. Probably.
Everyone needs a bit of rest and relaxation every now and then. Arcs operatives and photoners are no exception.
Photoners. Rest.
So, now that we've learned this super important lesson, it's time for us to take a dip. Nope.
Oh.
Well, look who it is. If you're after Sarah, she's off on her own. Sometimes I find it easier to dig around a bit when she's not here, especially on Wopal.
Probably.
Which is why I am here to assist Maria instead. Not that I volunteered.
I've heard about enough of your whining, Kasra. I wish you'd move those hands as fast as you run that mouth. Was there something you wanted to ask me about Sarah?
Oh yeah, there was a thing, what, right?
Saren Matoy? How would I know? You'd be better off asking her yourself, I'd say. All I can really tell you is what happened before she and Shao met. To put it simply, that girl is yet another victim of Luther's. He subjected her to his tests, gathering all sorts of data. In short, she was his guinea pig.
Oof.
Why her exactly? That I cannot say.
Probably due to the connection with Clarissa.
I was so disgusted with what I found in those labs that I razed the place to the ground during her rescue.
Or, more correctly, I suppose it's due to Clarissa having a connection with Sarah that Luther wanted to try and exploit this to get to Shion, maybe.
Sarah was chosen because she had Clarissa.
Yeah, there we go.
I hope you aren't trying to suggest you had a hand in this, Kasra.
Zip it.
Heavens no. Now would you please stop staring me down like that? Your stare cuts deeper than any blade.
Or would you like Kuna instead?
Some of the research data you blew to bits. Part of it at least. The details in Sarah's file show that she was a specimen intended to temporarily possess Clarissa the White.
Yep.
Put simply, Luther was using Sarah as a tool to obtain more data on Clarissa.
Yep.
And with that data, he created a copy, Clarissa the Ashen, along with someone worthy to wield it.
And here we have Clara's taste. And there goes the rest of the data.
Could you do me a favor, Maria, and try not to destroy any more important equipment?
Sorry, my hand slipped.
Your slips cause more damage than some false spawn attacks. You're far more protective of your little student than your sharp tongue would suggest.
Kasra had better watch himself. It seems everyone wants him dead. And it looks like Echo finally put on some clothes.
Oh, it's you, eh? I see you didn't drag that wacko girlie along with you today.
Which one? Actually, don't answer that.
Who are you calling a wacko?
Ugh, where'd you come from?
You really shouldn't go talking behind people's backs like that, you know?
He's right. She's right. Sorry. She's right.
Hang on now. You feeling all right, girlie? Any normal day, you'd have charged in guns blazing and attacked me on the spot. Long time no see. You're dressed all different, too. Huh.
Oh, this? Zeno's back now, so I figured there's no need for me to overdo it. Giving Hunterdom a shot was nice and all, but I'm more comfortable as a force.
And now she's a force hunter. The living meme.
I mean, sure, you look good in that getup and all, but I don't know. It kind of feels like a waste.
What does, exactly?
It feels like you're hiding away your ferocity, your whack jobbiness behind all this. Hey, watch it!
Huh, lucky I missed.
Nope, no ferocity hidden.
No, you ain't changed one bit, have you? You could at least settle down a bit now that your lover boy is back.
He is not my lover boy!
Really?
Still trying to keep that lie alive, eh?
And now we get Echo's new partner card. For partner cards, you used to have to do, was it client orders for them? Probably. Client orders for the partners to get them.
Clarissa
Also,
Dwight was temporarily transferred 10 years ago. That means Sarah's...
and what I remember is that you used to get Matoi's partner card for each episode, starting with episode 2's end.
But wait, Sarah doesn't have any memories of that.
Well, duh. I forgot everything.
Sarah!
I only started remembering after I met Matoi half a year ago.
Wow, it's been a long time.
Everything started slowly coming back to me then. Emphasis on slow. 10 years ago, I borrowed Clarissa from the second and gave it to you. That's all I remember.
Interesting that she remembers this.
My next memory is after I was saved by Maria and Xiao. But I don't even remember where I was rescued from. Honestly, it was probably so terrible, I wouldn't even want to remember it.
Oh.
It turned my hair white and killed my ability to use techniques after all. But it's also what made me who I am today. I've got the power to fight and friends to back me up. So I don't regret anything. And I don't want anyone misconstruing that point. Especially you, Xiao. We're connected, so I can always tell what you're thinking. Just try talking about atonement or repentance or whatever. I'll suck you good.
As socking is, well, no, not like that. Whenever someone says to sock someone else, they mean to punch them in the face. Mostly. I mean, it should be really obvious to the viewers. Sarah and Klaus Clays are the same person.
Hey, look, it's the Bonehead. Here to check things out too, huh? Huey and I are already on it.
Great.
What she means is that we're here on orders. Not because we were just in the way or anything. No, sir.
Huh?
Really? Didn't Kazra literally say, "Get out of my sight, you fools! You're in the way!"
Kazra said that?
Details. That guy's a jerk anyway. You didn't even ask though, huh?
The two of you sure talk a lot.
Whoa! Oh, it's you. I thought you were Kasra for a sec.
Same here.
I'd prefer if you didn't lump me in with that bespectacled bully, thanks. So you're Clarice Grace, are you?
And who the heck are you? Pretty sure we've never met.
No.
I can't put my finger on it, but something feels really familiar about you.
Sorry, I just remembered something I need to take care of.
Grr.
Hey, Huey. I didn't do something to offend her, did I?
Don't you worry, Clarice Grace. Neither of you did anything wrong.
And by that, he means they did nothing wrong.
Sorry, I went out of my way to tell you not to make a fuss, but then I went and did just that. Yes, she's a copy of me from head to toe. Everything about her is exactly the way I used to be, including her hair.
Really?
I always figured I could handle whatever misfortune came my way. But this, she was created and now suffers all because of me. It's all too much, really. She and all the others, they were given life simply to be used, suffer, and discarded.
Rip.
All because I fell for Luther's false promises.
Oh, that's a good pun right there. Even by force. Because Klaus Craze is force. Can't remember what her second class is though.
Great timing.
If she has a second class. Up.
one of the Council of Six has something really important to talk with you about. And by one of them, I mean me. There's some real tension between Claris Craze and Sarah, yeah? So I was hoping maybe we could fix that.
Maybe.
Now listen, I don't know what sort of history they've got, and I don't want to know. Honestly, I don't care.
Who's on first? I mean, yeah, I don't care neither. Wait, what?
But the way they get so uncomfortable around each other, now that I can't stand. Ain't nothing good gonna come from that. So come on, lend me a hand here. But even them hating each other would be better than how things are now. I mean, nothing's worse than getting the total cold shoulder, right? You know, I bawl like a baby when people ignore me.
Ah, just walk away then.
Now, if I know anything about Sarah, it's that she'll do her best to just keep Claris Craze out of sight and out of mind. But man, I just want them to get along. You know what I mean?
A little.
Alrighty then, time for Operation Sarah Claire. We're gonna make these two besties or die trying. Just leave all the messy details to me.
Is he secretly a Dragoon? In any case, he's going to organize an exploration quest.
Huh? You got called out here too? Maria just called me up out of nowhere and was all, "You have a new mission. Refusal is not an option."
Uh-huh.
She said I'd understand when I got here. Who does she think she is, huh? If you're here too, though, I guess I shouldn't complain too much. Come on then, let's get started.
We're missing one though.
Okay, Huey, I'm here, all right. Wait, where's Huey? And what are you boneheads doing here?
Huey's taking a nap.
Claris Craze.
Wait, why is Huey calling me now?
Family emergency.
If you're listening to this message, that must mean I'm not there with you.
Yeah, no kidding, genius.
Right about now is when I expect you'll say something snippy in return, but I'm not gonna let that stop me, so listen up. Claris Craze, your next mission is with those two.
Huh?
I've been thinking, see? Being stuck with me all the time was probably holding you back. Still, though, I didn't want to just toss you out there with any old so-and-sos, because that'd only earn me an earful. So that's why I figured I'd pair you up with those two there. They're super nice and won't get mad at you or anything.
Yep.
I've got you set up with someone who can show you around the place, too. So go have at it.
Who's gonna show us around?
Oh no.
What's that? What's all the fuss this time?
Oh no. No.
Oh, now, little ladies, I ain't your enemy. I'm your guide, okay? Sheesh, you'd think you two were a synchronized kill squad, the way you moved in unison there. Seriously thought I was a gunner.
Yeah. They work great together.
Gal. Now, these two, you really do hang around with one heck of a crowd, my friend.
Protagonist DX, I'm afraid, sorry.
Anyhow, that overbearing fella on your comms just asked for my help, so here I am. Now, let's get going. Follow me.
Follow?
I honestly wish I could just ditch this whole thing and leave it in your hands. But I doubt Maria would be too happy about that. So, fine. Let's just get this over with.
Well, you know, sometimes for people who don't get along with others, there's no better way to friendship than a fight in an MMO. MMOs make great fighting practice. Let me go ahead and turn those numbers off in the corner. That's frames per second, by the way. Hopefully this will be fine. Okay, that's good.
Would you just shut up already? What do you even want?
Have you and I met somewhere before? I don't feel like we're strangers here. Even our photon energy feels a lot alike. It's strange. Kind of exciting, too. Hey, got any boneheaded ideas why?
Nope.
How do you expect me to know something that even you don't? And for the record, I have a name, okay? It's Sarah.
Sarah, huh? Okay, I'll try and remember that. So tell me, Bonehead.
Oh.
Ugh! I just told you my name is Sarah!
Hey, don't yell at me! I remember! You're Sarah, right, Bonehead?
You are doing this on purpose!
Yes.
No, I'm not! And so what if I am? Blah.
Now, that's some sisterly love right there.
Oh, he's closer than he
We
thinks.
are not sisters. I'm pretty sure even a blind idiot could see that.
Hmm.
You reckon? You're both about yay high, and you got the same sort of outline to your faces and all. Don't you think so? Ain't nothing nicer than when everyone gets along, eh? No siree. So let's all just have some fun, huh?
Oh yeah.
We are here to investigate this place. To dig up the truth and uncover what really went down here. There's nothing fun about any of this.
Sure, but you already know you ain't gonna find any good news at the end of this whole thing, eh?
That's true. If Luther's got anything in this,
So why make
this
your horse
won't be
by
good.
raining on your own parade? We should just enjoy ourselves out here.
Yeah, let's go for a swim. Wait, no, that's Tia and Patty.
Are you not concerned about where you came from?
Or maybe just Patty.
About what happened to this planet? And why you can speak to us in our own language like this?
Nah.
I mean, I think it's weird and all, of course, but it's not like finding out why is gonna do much for me anyway. My people, we got a saying. Don't let what's behind you scare you. Let what's up ahead do the job.
I don't know. Push from behind helps just as much as pulling someone forward.
Perfect for when you're running from a pack of baddies. Still though, it's survival of the fittest out here. We don't have time to waste letting what's over and done with hold us back. Gotta move ahead.
Oh yeah. This was part of one big quest back in the day. Used to be much better. Obviously they want you to skip through this and get to the latest content as quickly as possible. Looks like this node's still working. So what went down here then?
How about it, miss? Finding anything out?
It seems that Luther's death triggered the release of this machine. The times match up perfectly. And there's a ton of data. It looks like this was the one they used mainly, more than the facility on the seabed. More detailed data than what was retrieved on the seabed. There's even complete data on biology experiments. Alteration and synthesis experiments on the aboriginals that lived on Wopal. Experiments to implant artificial intelligence.
Well, that
So
deals
that
with
stuff
the
about artificial intelligence has to do with us?
locals, yes.
Yes, as far as I can tell from looking at this. I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? You weren't the one conducting the experiments.
Well, no, but she is an Arx, so, you know, she kind of feels responsible for it.
I never wanted an apology. All I think is being able to talk is real convenient. Don't apologize without a reason, miss. That hurts a lot. I'm getting enough sympathy without you having to do that.
You're a real smooth talker.
Don't fall in love with me now. I have a special someone in Camelot.
You can quit with the jokes. Hmm? What's this data? It's really protected.
Where is praise refinement data? That's my data. But the sample's labeled Sarah.
And we're done.
Here. It was here. This is the place where my whole body was messed around with. It was here. Yes, here.
Whoa, Sarah. So that means...
Wait for it.
You're not shocked that you're a clone?
She was. She already got over it.
Because I saw it with my own eyes. I got over that a long time ago.
Yeah, it's not that long ago.
I cried so hard, and I was so confused. I'd be lying if I said it's not tough to deal with anymore. But I can at least accept it.
Great. I'm glad we don't have to come back to that.
Answer me this. Are you my original? Hey, wait! Come on! After her!
Right. Okay, story quest. Time to grab a drink. I don't think the boss is particularly difficult, so...
So, how are things?
Welcome. Take care of yourself out there.
Oh, sorry.
Which quest would you like?
I forget sometimes the camera's a bit responsive. Even gives me a headache sometimes.
Sarah,
Cornered.
whenever I was out there, wreaking havoc on other planets, it felt like someone was watching me. It wasn't Huey. It was like someone was looking out for me. But I get it now. I finally understand. That was you, Sarah. You were watching over me.
Yes. I was always watching. Out of sight, but always there for you. You were made for me. You were made by me. I had to make up for what I'd done. I had to turn those regrets into a source of motivation.
But wait, it wasn't her fault. Oh wow. Okay then.
Regrets? Don't be a bonehead, bonehead! If Huey was here, he'd knock you flat on your ass! You're just my original, and that's all. The one that created me, used me. That's all on Luther. But me, I'm an absolute fool. I let someone take advantage of my ignorance, and people got hurt. But Huey forgave me. That one too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how everyone else in Arcs feels, but I decided to forgive myself.
That's great.
If I can't forgive myself, then I don't deserve anyone's forgiveness. I'm immature, an idiot, a fool. But I made a choice to live as myself. As Claire's craze. Stop worrying about me. Clone, original, none of that matters. I'm me, and you're you, bonehead.
Wow. I wasn't expecting to get told off by such a cheeky little brat. What? What was that, bonehead? We're basically the same height!
Huh. Look out. We got trouble. And trouble has friends.
Hey, hey, hey! Girls! Now is not the time for a sister fight.
We're not sisters.
Really?
I am Clara's praise.
Wow. What was that jump about? I'm taking a lot of damage here. I'm probably gonna have to redo this one. Cabracan fell. Can't wait for Hero to come out.
Guys, I'm sorry. I put you through a lot. This isn't like me at all.
Really? Aww.
Polaris Grace?
I'm the only one left now. The rest are gone. Gone before I could ever talk to any of them. That's why I wanted to talk with you. Sarah.
Yeah. I guess it's about time I stopped running and faced the truth, too.
We done with our little sisterly squabble then?
We're not... You know what? Forget it.
Wait for it.
Also, where did they go?
They who? Well, you don't need my help anymore.
All's well that ends well. But don't you think that was maybe just a bit too intense? Pretty heartless. I mean, making someone uncover the truth, you know, on their own like that.
She had to face it sooner or later, and the sooner, the better. Plus, one of them acts a bit too tough when she's with a certain someone.
Oh yeah.
You're honestly far too protective of that girl, Huey.
Listen to you. I mean, you're here watching over the whole thing.
He's right.
Which one of us is overprotective again? Cut me some slack here.
If we weren't here, I doubt it would have turned out this way.
Gotta let them figure these things out for themselves. But, thanks for sticking along for the ride. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
She ought to be good to go on her own from now on.
And there's a squabble.
Huh. now. Is it just me, or are those two fighting?
No.
Whoa! I think they just set CobraCon flying.
Gotcha.
Nice catch!
Nice catch! But seriously, I thought I was a goner there. It looked like a happy ending, when suddenly they go off on each other. And for what? Getting metal tears and snot on their clothes?
Really?
Huh. They both have a tendency to get quite worked up, don't they?
It's almost like they have
Peas in a pod.
the same sort of base emotion.
Huey, we'd better go break it up.
You bet.
Oh, someone's gonna get their ass kicked. Yes. Yep. Yep. And we get Sarah's partner card. Oh, it's clear time. Okay, good. Hey, the masked dude's back.
How long must she suffer because of you? You've seen how this burden to save everyone affects her. You've seen how the darkness aided her until she resigned herself to fate.
Fate?
Yet here you are, ready to force her through it all once again. In the end, words are just that. Words. You cannot change how this will end. If you truly intend to deliver her from despair, you need to act quickly.
Well, I'm glad we're not at fighting terms anymore. Oh boy, here we go. So if I recall correctly, this is where you get Matoi's partner card from.
I haven't seen you in so long. I was running all over the place working on acquiring special arts authorizations, and you seem plenty busy yourself. You can probably tell as much already, but I'm pretty happy to see you again.
Yep, in other words, Matoi got arts authorization. So she's an arts help now.
You do remember me, right? Please don't tell me you forgot.
Yeah, who is that?
It's me, Matoi, the one and only. Remember? Oh yeah, I thought a change of pace was in order. Or a new way to express myself, maybe? I'm going to be a real deal arts operative. After begging and pleading, Xiao is finally giving me authorization.
What she means, well, what she didn't say is that the outfit she's wearing is supposedly specifically designed to control Matoi's photons. Because remember that she just breaks everything that she uses.
Now I'll finally be able to fight alongside you. Yep, it's time to earn my keep too. That's why you called me out here today, isn't it, Xiao? As Ark's overseer, you're going to grant me authorization, aren't you?
Before I give you special permission, there's still one more lesson I need you to learn, Matoi.
What kind of lesson? No classrooms involved, I hope.
Not this time.
Don't get all pouty just yet. Our friend here will hear you out.
Okay then, I'm listening.
Okay.
You really are an easy read. Now then, this lesson isn't any sort of formal lecture.
Okay.
I just want to get you both up to date on the current state of arcs. I'll be skipping over a lot of the history and finer details, but you can always ask me later about anything you want to know.
Uh-huh.
That's Not the most reassuring of responses, but alright. Let's talk about ARCs as a whole.
So this is the lessons that ARCs applicants have to go through.
ARCs had finally overthrown the puppet leadership Luther had in place.
Okay, so they've replaced it with something different. Fair enough.
We lost Shion in the process, but there's no point on dwelling on that. What's done is done.
Alright.
It has taken us roughly half a year to get ARCs up and running again, to put it back on its proper trajectory. Back then, 6 months ago, there certainly was a real uproar when I said I would oversee the management of ARCs. But now everyone treats it like it's completely natural. Time really does normalize all. Next, let's talk about
That's
enemies.
great.
The Falz spawn. To be quite honest, the situation isn't great. Well, just take a look at this footage.
Warning, this may trigger people. Rest in peace, whatever that planet was. I wonder if that was a throwback to any of the older PSO games.
That planets were just wiped out like it was nothing.
It copied a planet it consumed simply to smash it into another, playing with celestial bodies as if they were mere toys.
Must take a while.
Instead, it appears this horrible new Dark Falz, known as Gemini the Duplicate, destroys for the sheer thrill of it.
Wow, that's different from the others.
Gemini.
Gemini is already headed for its next target. The planet Harukatan, recently discovered and home to an alien civilization. That's Gemini's next stop.
We need to get over there then.
Okay, but...
Right. Which brings me to my last topic. ARC's mission. Our mission now
is to wipe out the Falz spawn and every Dark Falz out of existence and protect the lives of the universe's myriad inhabitants, right?
Yeah, except no.
Looks like you at least remember that much. Hey, got a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Can you keep an eye on Matoi and stick with her as often as you can?
Of course.
There's no telling when Persona the Masked might strike again like they did 10 years ago. Plus... Right. Should push come to shove, I need you to be there to handle it. Your knowledge of the truth demands it.
Remember that Shao once thought that it would be better to put Matoi to death instead of having her transform into profound darkness.
10 years ago, she nearly became the profound darkness. This is an unavoidable truth. And while she seems fine now, there's no telling what might happen. No one knows. Not me, not you, not even her.
Hey, what's the matter? Let's get going.
She's in your hands now.
Literally.
You know what you have to do, right, Sarah? If anything should happen with those two, let me know immediately.
What sort of plan are you cooking up this time?
I'm actually hoping that nothing happens whatsoever.
But there's this feeling, right? The feeling that you can't shake, that something's about to go wrong. And you get Matoi's partner card. Yay! Finally. And that is me officially done with episode 2. That epilogue was one hell of an epilogue. Good news is episode 3 is even shorter than episode 2 was. You can actually see that she updates her outfit in the lobby as well.
Take care.
There's actually a few that I don't know if we get partner cards for. I'll have to check later.
Which quest
However,
would you like?
since there's no point in stopping right now. What's this? Oh, it's telling me there's still stuff to do in episode 2 later. Alright. Let's go. So this is where the majority of episode 3 will take place. Weird place this. And to be honest, I have done enough grinding here. I am so glad that Megatsu came out. I don't want to farm Brisa again.
Wow, would you look at that? Just amazing.
However, this time, the natives
Alternating to a pure black one.
will be alien inhabitants this time.
I'm really happy to get to be here with you, in a place like this. And it's all thanks to Xiao finally giving me that ARC special permit.
Ah, the welcoming committee.
Whoa, they're huge. Think they're natives of this planet?
Maybe.
Hi, where?
Ah. I didn't understand a word of that, did you?
Oh, jeez. Without a translator, I've got no clue what they're saying.
Huh. Wonder what he saw. I mean, saw.
Different from these guys. I'm getting some serious worship vibes here, but I don't know what they want.
Maybe we should go back?
This won't do. Let's head back and see if Xiao has any ideas.
So yeah, unlike the other planets where, you know, Wilpol already had Luther's meddling, Nibiru's natives were impossible. The Draconians spoke over telepathy, or feelings, or whatever it is they communicate in. Let's see, what else we got? There's one I'm missing. Oh, the machines, the Lillipins. We had Fourier. But this time, we got nothing. So let's hope we can do something about this.
You've both had it rough, huh?
Xiao, you sent us in knowing what would happen, didn't you?
Oh.
The translation process will proceed more quickly now that I have contextual data from the area.
Heh.
I've been translating things bit by bit, but thanks to you two, I have plenty of data now.
It's ironic given how long it took PSO2 to come over to the West.
Luckily, they have a language, so I'll make it so anything you hear or say is automatically translated going forward.
They seem to be worshipping us almost. Do you know why?
Nope.
That I'm not sure about. It's likely rooted in Harukotanian culture, so we'll need to look into that.
Which means another meet and greet with the fans. And this time, we'll understand them.
Maybe.
Well, at least they're fans. You'd better get used to it. This is all part of the job as an ARC's operative, Miss Special Permit.
Oh. Burn centers in the ARC's ship. Oh, sorry, we've got none of those. Better get used to the atomizers. Anyway, looks like this time we can understand them. Hopefully.
My word, it's the Ash Maiden.
Ah, now we got it.
Understand them now. But what's this about a maiden?
I refer, of course, to you, Ash Maiden. Please hear me out. Those insolent Nightfallers have...
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Cease this at once. You trouble her.
Oh.
Kotoshiro, as the Ash Maiden's guardian, all concerns you have for her go through me. You know this. Yes, of course. Excuse me, Maiden.
I wonder what they see in my toy.
Thank you so much. But I think you might have a case of mistaken identity.
I am fully aware. Setting that aside, I have a question for you. Have you seen a pompous woman of roughly your stature?
No, we've seen no one.
A pompous woman? I haven't seen anyone like that. Have you?
No. No idea.
I see. I thought she had snuck off in this direction, but it appears I was mistaken. I have much to learn.
Yep.
If you happen to see her, please tell her that Kotoshiro is searching for her.
Oh, sure. He seems a bit more level-headed than the others.
He left. I guess his name is Kotoshiro?
That seems to be the case.
He seems different from the others somehow.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Something tells me he's the one we want to talk to.
Good insight. Okay. So this will be interesting for me because I don't remember most of these being translated, so it'll be interesting to see some of the squabbling that takes place from now on. Let's start with the sub-story just in case. I think you can just watch it later.
It's been a while since we've met up like this.
But let's just watch it now because why not?
ARCS itself has been so busy lately. I'm relieved that I got to see you.
That seems a bit loud. There we go.
It's a bit too late, but I wanted to say thank you.
Okay.
You used your power to save ARCS, right? I've got to thank you for that.
Wait. Does Io know? I mean, Io? Does Io know?
And I'm sorry. I didn't help you out at all. I'm relieved that nothing got in your way, but I'm so sorry.
Nothing to be sorry
I
about.
thought you were really great though, boss. How you had to face those ARCSops as your enemies, but you didn't give up. I'm going to try harder so that I can fight with you. I look forward to seeing you again.
Great. Oh, these two. Here we go.
Oh, hey there. Oak's discussing potential improvements to ARC's ship facilities at the moment.
Yeah, as you can see, the new lobby's already been implemented.
I thought she'd be back soon, but she probably went running off somewhere once the meeting ended. She's really taken to this stuff like a duck to water.
It's kinda her thing, I guess.
Are you two talking about me? Sorry, but I already decided what I'm going to do next. I've got some serious documents to get in order.
I thought you'd say that, so I organized them for you in advance. The ones concerning medical team working conditions?
Nice, Theo! You're so considerate! It's important to offer benefits, but you also need to provide proper support to the team that's getting them.
It's great you're working so hard for everyone, but make sure you don't overdo it, okay?
Wait a sec. Do you and Theo think I'm on the verge of collapse or something?
No, I mean, yes.
From my perspective, you don't look like you're running on empty quite yet.
Sounds like I'm fine then.
Oh boy.
I do tend to push myself a little, but if you think I'm fine, Theo, then I'm fine. On the other hand, if you both thought I was crossing the line, I'd definitely take a break. Until then, I'll do all I can. Just make sure to keep an eye on me, okay, you two?
So yeah, it doesn't tell you, but Oak has been put in a higher position this time. She is organizing the new Ark ship. Interesting that they chose to put expeditions in this menu.
Hey there! Long time no see! How's it going? The lab's gone, so I've had a lot of time on my hands.
Oh yeah, Kuna can now be a full-time idol, if she wants.
Time I've been dedicating to idol work. It's fun enough, I suppose.
Yep.
Sometimes I think I'd be better off just focusing on that.
I believe that would be for the best.
Then glass is half full shows up.
I stopped by to chat for a bit, and this is the kind of greeting I receive? Well, no, I suppose I deserve that. It is as you said, Kuna. The laboratory has been suspended, along with our duties. You were never suited for combat in the first place. What could possibly motivate you to continue fighting at this point?
True. Hearing it from you still ticks me off, though.
I'm sure Kuna will get a role later on.
Hey, what do you think?
What do I think about what? Do whatever you want to do.
I thought I was. I guess everyone sees me as a chronic overworker.
No, just stubborn.
What to do? I don't want to quit working for ARCs or anything.
Well, you needn't make up your mind so quickly. You're free to do what you want.
Much as I hate to admit it, you're right. Me, living a life of leisure, never thought I'd see the day.
So yeah, she no longer needs to be the Ark's assassin anymore.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you here. Although I could have sworn I sensed someone else, too.
No.
I'd love to kick back and shoot the breeze with you, but I've got some things to take care of.
Hey, Azanami. I told you not to go running off. Die. What a surprise. This troublemaker asked me to party up.
But clearly, this is a date.
Oh really?
It is not!
Not sure my feelings can survive such a brutal smackdown.
I mean, Bravers are pretty squishy.
Let's just get back to the mission.
Copy that, Chief. Well, catch you around.
Don't get any funny ideas. Nothing's going on here. Got it?
Yep, got it. It's not very easy to see, but I was looking in Marley's direction. It's pretty obvious.
Oh, sorry.
I was just caught up in my thoughts. Say, may I ask you something? It is not terribly important, I know, but you do not think it is weird for a man and woman to form a party together, right? Just the two of them? Well, what if they were to join hands too? I mean, literally.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
What if instead of forming up for a mission, they did it to enjoy each other's company? Now, I am not talking about anyone in particular, mind you. I was just, you know, thinking.
For a force, you're like an open book.
I just could not get the thought out of my head, and it had me all worked up, and I am sorry. I am sure you do not know how to react to a vague question like this. Just forget I said anything at all. The only real issue is whether I care or not, right? And I should not, right? Why should I? But I do, and it is just...
She keeps going on and on and on. Huh.
Hey there, all you little kiddos! How's stuff and things? Patty here. Glad to see you again.
Yay.
What are you even looking at, Patty? Oh, hi. Tia here. You know, I feel like it's been a while since we've sounded off like this.
Sounded off?
So much has happened, right? A little of this, a heaping of that.
That face tells me you can't remember a single specific thing that happened.
Of course not.
Now then, Arxops like us don't have time to just sit around, do we? We're here on the new world of Harukotan, with color contrast as clear as night and day.
No one asked you for a color report, okay? We're here because there were new Dark Falls readings.
You mean you think they're already here before us?
There's
Hope
sentient
not.
life on this planet, apparently, but they don't seem to be all that interested in talking. How is this gonna work?
We're gonna make it work. If they don't want to talk, who will do the talking?
Great.
I wish you'd spare a thought for what I have to do to keep you in
Oh,
check.
sorry. Patty will probably just scare them off anyway. So yeah, get used to these two. Looks like I'm sort of punching stuff to death.
I have heard all the rumors, but it is completely different when you witness it up close.
What
There
is
a
that
class
accent?
I would simply love to recommend to someone as strong as yourself.
Please tell me that's
Please
not
have
supposed to be
just
similar
a
to
moment of
Athens.
your time.
Katori, stop acting like a pushy saleswoman. It hurts our reputation.
Oh, I like his accent.
Excuse me, Saga. Could you please not intrude? I am speaking with my dear friend here.
The statistics clearly show that if I let you do as you please, it will hinder our mission.
Wrecked?
I can't overlook that, as someone in the same position of handling tests for bouncers.
Yes, of course. I swear, you are just like my father, prattling on and on about every minuscule detail.
I am Saga, and this is Katori. We handle the tests for the new ARCS-approved Bouncer class.
So yeah, this is the class that episode 3 came with. Bouncer.
We're also in charge of public relations for the class.
Katori noticed your skill and thought of using you to help promote it.
Yay.
Saga, could you please stop talking in a way that would cause a misunderstanding? I merely found myself infatuated with your skill, my friend. Although, I was thinking how wonderful it would be if you became a bouncer and fought alongside me.
You want me to be a bouncer? Well, I'm gonna have to level up eventually.
Simply put, bouncers are a support class designed for close combat.
They are?
Our greatest characteristic is our equipment.
Like my jet boots, or
my main combat weapon, the soaring blades.
Everybody loves soaring blades, except those who know.
Conducting actual combat tests.
Since you're explaining everything in such detail, do you not wish for this ARC's operative to join us as well, Saga?
I'm just carrying out my duty as a tester. Let's go, Katori.
As you wish. Until we meet again.
So basically every class that's introduced in an episode is called experimental for a while.
Oh, to make your acquaintance once more is a joy without measure. What a coincidence for us to cross paths here. Actually, it certainly would not be a stretch to say this meeting was fate.
Of course.
Let me explain a bit further. Katori was looking around for you so much that it hindered our mission.
As always.
So, we must have some sort of spiritual connection to be running into each other like this. Please allow me to explain how soaring blades work.
Oh yeah, a tutorial.
So, my beloved soaring blades are two blades. They are not like twin daggers. Please do not think of them in that fashion, though. I believe the greatest characteristic of the soaring blades is that they are so easy to use. Even someone as unskilled as I can use them.
That's not a compliment.
It's great that you acknowledge your lack of skill, but don't say it when promoting our class. With soaring blades, you can keep your attacks going non-stop by just maneuvering well. Not only are they easy to use, but they are quite powerful when you get used to them.
Bouncer spends most of its time in the air.
Please, by all means, give soaring blades a try. In good time, I hope that you can provide some guidance to my unskilled self.
Fully realizing how green you are is the first step. Once you do that, everything gets easier. Katori, it's time to start boot camp.
That's not how you pronounce it, but okay.
Oh no! I never said I wanted to go through boot camp.
There we go.
Hey, Saga! Do you perchance understand what a joke is? You are being a bit too serious.
Actually, her accent's growing on me a little bit. So yeah, they use soaring blades and jet boots.
If I continue this boot camp any further, I swear I will die.
It was also the first class to have double jump.
What superb timing! Please, come this way.
Katori, boot camp isn't over.
Oh.
Saga! This is no time for boot camp! Unless you are speaking of jet boot camp, for our friend here is inquiring about jet boots.
That's very convenient timing for you, isn't it, Katori? Anyway, I would be going against our mission if I disregarded this. Jet boots are unique weapons worn on your feet. Their greatest characteristic is that they can change the element and increase the power of your techniques by charging them.
Like Force then.
In other words,
but not like Force.
Jet boots belong to the technique weapon arsenal. This weapon is more suited to a human like Katori than a caste like me.
So wait, Katori's using the blades, she's suited to jet boots. Saga's using jet boots, he's more suited to blades. So... who thought this up?
To make matters worse, it is very unladylike to swing one's legs about when already overexposed.
Have you ever seen how soaring blades are supposed to work?
Because she was much too underqualified.
Yeah, jet boots are the thinking man's weapon, I guess. Because they require a lot of thought input whenever you're using them correctly.
I thank you so much for your candidness.
I think that's all I need to explain. I carried out my duty as a tester. Now, let's resume your boot camp, Katori.
What? Oh, no. I feel faint.
Well, that means you can't run.
You don't feel well? You'll forget all about it when you get your blood pumping.
You have absolutely no modicum of humanity.
Those two. It gets better, I think. In any case, let's go back to the couple.
It's you. Got a moment? I wanted to ask you about something. I'm not quite sure how to explain this, but it seems my actions might have rubbed someone the wrong way. Recently, I feel like this someone has been avoiding me.
Someone? Who could this someone be?
Everything's fine when we're on a mission. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it feels like something's off. I can see it on their face. I want to make things right, but I don't even know what I've done wrong.
Talk then.
Man, forces are such a pain.
It's pretty obvious by now.
If they've got a problem with me, they should just come out with it already.
I could say the same to you.
It is just you. Sorry. I am a little jumpy. I am currently trying to avoid someone.
Why?
It is not like I hate that person or anything. We handle missions just fine together. But when it comes to casual conversation outside of our professional duties, well, it is hard for me.
Oh yeah, that's relatable.
Considering how awkward things are, I thought it best to create some distance, for both our sakes. I have been doing my best, but it is challenging. They keep trying to get closer at the worst possible times. Typical hunter behavior, always doing as they please and charging in head first. They really are a nuisance.
Maybe you just need to be in front of them. Although in reality, it's actually the Force who are the nuisances. Speaking as a hunter now.
Hey, great timing. There's something that's been bugging me.
Mm-hmm.
The Daybreakers of Harukotan fought the Falzspawn. Are they okay? I mean, they're helping us fight them here and there, but I'm wondering if they're getting corrupted because of that.
So, we meet again. I have heard of your cooperation in the subjugation of the war. On behalf of the Daylord, I give you thanks.
This is relating to a UQ that's going to start the following week. It's the Harukotan Exploration UQ. It's not that impressive, but it is a Falzspawn thing, so, you know.
Oh, that is very kind. Kotoshiro, there's something I'd like to ask you. Have the Daybreakers changed in any way?
I do not really understand the intent behind your question, but I have not been contacted regarding anything like that.
Good.
Oh, I see. I guess that means the Daybreakers aren't becoming corrupted or anything.
I have not quite grasped the apprehension you Ings feel, but that is probably thanks to the divine protection of the Maiden.
The Divine One's protection?
Yes. The power of the Maiden's ashes protects the inhabitants of this planet from ill will and hostility.
Really now?
Protection, huh? So that protects everyone from being corrupted by the Falzspawn?
Something tells me there's more to it than that. This will be the last one, then I'll end it there. Still light out. Almost crazy up here sometimes. I guess it's not as crazy as, say, other Northern European countries.
Talk to him?
Do you require something of me?
Sometimes it's like it barely gets dark here during the summer.
How'd you know?
I can sense your presence without seeing you. Fortunate, as it is impossible for me to see anything at all.
How would you know how to navigate the streets? Unless you knew them that well. I suppose you could just feel around using a sword, but, you know.
Your eyes are...
Precisely. Though being blind is not without its perks. I can sense everything, including that you are not the maiden, and that you pity me.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. Did I upset you?
Your thought patterns are novel, different from both the Daybreakers and Nightfallers. They are gentle, warm.
Yep.
At any rate, you're completely unlike those on this planet who reject one such as me.
I was adjusting the headset and it fell off. Happens sometimes. We'll just put this back where it should be. There we go.
Split into two nations, the Daybreak and Nightfaller provinces, separated by the eternal river of tears. However, the Nightfallers have recently been stepping foot into Daybreak province.
That's not good.
Those who break the laws must be punished. The Daybreakers await the advent of the Ash Maiden to restore order.
Ah, that explains it.
The Ash Maiden, huh?
You dare step foot into the shrine, Nightfallers? The path you tread upon is one of wickedness. I must go fulfill my duty as Guardian. Farewell.
Fulfilling his duty. Does that mean he's gotta go fight?
Yeah, he is a peacekeeper after all. Anyway. As much as I would like to continue, I don't want to do a silly 3-hour stream like I did in the past. I'm just going to end it there. Thank you for watching, and let's see, not doing Friday, not doing Saturday or Sunday, so Monday then. I shall set up a stream for Monday, and we'll see how we get on with that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on Monday.